Parents discovered their daughter is a mass killer.
Okay, she was life flighted here. Yeah.
This is Natalie and John Shirilla, the parents of Mackenzie Shirilla. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No. You want to sit down?
Oh, dear.
They say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, as well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder. However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of a tragic accident on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secrets would reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
Oh, she on her bullshit.
Around 1 a.m. on July 31st, 2022, Mackenzie, Dominic, and Davion were at a house party in their local town. They decided to let loose during this party and get extremely high on marijuana throughout the night, something Mackenzie had a regular tendency of doing. At roughly 2 a.m., Mackenzie approached the host of the party, Kelly, and asked if she wanted to take acid with her and Davion. This was a strange confrontation for Mackenzie since Kelly had never even heard her talk about acid, let alone use it. Kelly denied the offer, and Mackenzie, Dominic, and Davion left the party shortly after. Dominic then drove them to another friend's house where they just relaxed and watched South Park for the rest of the night. Everything was normal. It seemed like a regular night out for some college kids. And at precisely 5 a.m., the group left and went to drive back home. Here, Dominic's friend Davion asked if he could get a ride home, but Mackenzie insisted they were in a rush and couldn't. However, Dominic told Mackenzie to relax and let Davion hop in the back of the car, a decision that would forever seal their fate.
Also got Paul Majors on too.
The drive started out as normal, and both Dominic and Davion dozed in and out during the ride. However, suddenly, Mackenzie takes a different route, one that leads completely opposite of Davion's house, one that just a few days earlier, she spent hours circling around, and without any hesitation, she stepped on the gas. Going over 90 miles per hour, Mackenzie flew past street cameras, and just out of the camera's view was a large brick building, and Mackenzie was heading straight towards it.
What the fuck is wrong with this stupid bitch?
Mackenzie miraculously survives the crash, barely, but still breathing. The others were killed instantly. The crash would remain unknown for 45 minutes until a local Samaritan spotted the wreckage and called Strongsville police, who quickly reported to the scene. This footage has been given exclusively to Dr. Insanity by Strongsville police. Viewer discretion is advised.
What? What made this bitch do that?
No one's breathing. Bust that window out.
Alright.
Oh my God.
What gave this bitch, what in the right mind gave this bitch the idea to do this?
Who's in here? Drivers. Oh shit, man. Hey.
That's blue.
This is bad, guys. She's alive. We gotta get her out. Here, reach.
Alright.
Reach up and unlock this door.
Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
Yeah, she killed them. What the fuck is wrong with this stupid dumb hoe? She wanted to kill her. She wanted to just kill herself?
Sarge, we're good to try to get her out. Dude, I don't know if we can there. Let's see if we can get some IDs, guys.
24, go ahead.
You look younger. Oh yeah, they're all pretty young.
Been a wall, bro.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen.
I thought that shit looked fucked.
I don't feel anything. I don't
That
feel
shit looked
pulse.
fucked.
It's our stomach. Her stomach's
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got 2 that are gone.
Yeah.
When police realized Mackenzie somehow survived this wreck, they got medics and firefighters on the scene immediately to try and keep her alive.
I mean, either she's drunk or high, or she just isn't from here, was going way too fast and didn't know where the road ended. It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here, that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type settings.
Yeah, well.
And it's dark over there.
That's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
She hit the gas crazy.
You called it in?
Yeah, I saw it.
And here's my thing, right? I don't think she tried to. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the nigga that was the Spanish nigga, I don't know his name, but they're gonna show him. I don't think he was like the one that was asking, was like, yo, relax, like you could drive me, and he jumped in the back. I don't think she wanted that nigga to come in. I think she just wanted to kill herself, and I think she wanted to kill a nigga, a boyfriend. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I think she wanted. That's what I think the plan was. I think she was like, yo, we in a rush. Like, nah, we in a rush, bro. Like, we can't take you. I think she didn't want that nigga to get in. I ain't gonna lie, she didn't want that nigga to get in, bro. She didn't want that nigga to get in, bro.
Back from breakfast.
Okay.
But I pulled up to the corner there.
Okay.
And
We
saw
appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So.
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what's going on.
Right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They must have.
Nigga, that shit
fucking
like
hit
built,
this, man.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
100 years ago.
Obviously.
Nigga, that shit.
And I saw that front end
Nigga, that
They
shit is
definitely
sturdy.
did hard.
destroyed.
That shit is sturdy,
Right.
bro. That
All right,
shit.
well,
That
what a
shit
way to
not
start
fucking
your
that
Sunday. I guess better than theirs, huh?
Right. I appreciate the
car
call,
crashed
sir.
down like
Thank
that,
you.
when it
It's
crashed
clear the
like
driver
that.
was recklessly speeding before hitting the building, so police are quick to collect evidence and figure out the names of everyone in the car and what truly happened leading up to the crash.
Grab everything over here. We'll just take it back to the property room.
You want me to just take the whole bag?
Yeah, throw it all in there. Anything relevant?
Call her up quick.
How the fuck our phone still good?
One's dead. Is there anything else over here? Rest in peace, buddy.
Damn.
He's gonna go verify with the BMB image, but
Holy smokes.
Dominic for
Oh, nah. That's OD. Nigga, you don't see that? That car's fucked.
Okay. How old is Dominic Russo? 17? 19? All right, guys, I'm turning off. I think that's it.
Oh, no, that shit is kind of damaged.
I'll
Look.
see anything else,
Yeah.
All right.
Inside the car, police identified all the suspects and found multiple bags of weed and other marijuana devices in Mackenzie's bag, as well as psilocybin mushrooms. Thankfully, Mackenzie survived after being transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. Her parents were called to inform them of the incident, and they rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately for them, all they knew was that Mackenzie was in an accident, and this officer is going to have to break everything to them.
Dave, what did they tell you?
Nothing. She just
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down?
You know, when they say that, you want to sit down. You know, when they...
Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving the vehicle, okay?
Who was that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you?
Boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, then Dom was in the car.
Oh, shit. You just...
Are you kidding me?
It's right now, it's an ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Tom is dead?
That's
Dumb
dead.
motherfucker.
Is that what you're telling me? Look at me. Is that dead? It's dead?
Cause you're fucking daughter,
Don't
bro.
say
Wanna be
anything
a fucking
right now,
idiot.
man. This is a serious situation.
Done with Pearly. It's the same dot. Maybe it's a different dot. It could be a different dot. Might be a different dot.
What's
Does
that?
she know about their third?
No, not at all. Well, we're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Call boss. Hey, so she's not gonna be up for a long time. She's in surgery. Oh God, help me! All right, I gotta talk to you one more time. Just gonna let you know where we stand as a police department, okay? Where we stand today, okay? Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off, okay? Drugs in the car.
So she was awake but not awake, so she was
In and out of consciousness. She had to be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. But like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
The fact that Mackenzie was wearing her seatbelt while her passengers Dominic and Davion were not raises questions about her intentions. This detail suggests potential premeditation, as she might have anticipated the crash and taken measures to protect herself, indicating awareness of the impending danger.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt up. Oh.
I don't believe the others.
When breaking tragic news to the victims' families, police are trained to try and comfort the family as much as possible. While the Shirillas are clearly heartbroken, the officer did a good job of calmly explaining the situation and reassuring them that they know their daughter is alive and well. However, for the family of Dominic's, the task would be much more devastating, and they'll have to tell Dominic's father everything. Keep in mind, he currently doesn't even know his son was involved in an accident, let alone deceased.
Go ahead, take a seat. So,
You know what time it happened?
no, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Would they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and
Go
the
ahead.
girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or a friend
Shit,
or
shocked.
anybody
Do we
that
not know
might
what the
want to
fuck is
call on
going
your
on?
No. This is a nightmare. Somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
That nigga sound
Came
too
upon it,
calm.
passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she gonna make it or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know. So
A few weeks after the incident, Mackenzie left the hospital and returned to her normal life. She thought everyone concluded the crash was the result of a brutal accident.
Yo, do we not see what the fuck she did? What the fuck? Hold on. I was. I didn't see that correctly. I might be bugging. I might be wilding. Something might be tweaking. Something might be tweaking with me or something. I don't know. I don't think I saw that correctly. Hold on.
A few weeks after the incident, Mackenzie left the hospital and returned to her normal life.
Oh no. Oh no. This bitch got what the fuck, bitch? And she's cool. She's taking pictures and shit. What the motherfucker?
She thought everyone concluded the crash was the result of a brutal accident and nothing further. It was even reported Mackenzie and her mother had applied to a Los Angeles modeling agency and had fully moved past the incident. What's even more disturbing is, on the Halloween of 2022, Mackenzie went to her first party since the crash, and her Halloween costume? A detailed corpse with fake blood smeared across her mouth. Mackenzie's parents even approved of this morbid outfit and said Mackenzie, quote, deserved some fun after the crash. It almost felt like Mackenzie was almost trying to let people know.
Oh nah, this bitch is a savage.
The crash had malicious intent, and she wanted to rub it into the world that she got away with her crimes. But little to her knowledge, detectives were working around the clock to figure out what really happened the night of the crash, and they would find far more than they could have ever expected. But before that, I want to give you guys a solution to some of the crimes in
she's Uggs.
my videos. A way to prevent yourself from getting into dangerous situations with strangers. And that's by using our sponsor of this video, Lifeguard. The Safe Key is a keychain alarm that helps scare off attackers and alert people nearby. By pulling the pin, the Safe Key lets out a 130 decibel sound, reaching 2 miles in the direction the safe key is pointed, making sound reach further and for longer than any human is able to. And because of how relevant this product was to my videos, I decided to strike a deal with Lifeguard for you guys. So the first 500 people that click the link in the description and order an alarm get 50% off. That's $23 per SOS alarm. So simply click the link in the description, and if you're early, get it for half the price. And of course, thank you Lifeguard for helping protect my viewers and sponsoring the video. But let's get back to Mackenzie. To factually solve this case, it's critical for detectives to understand exactly what happened leading up to the crash. Luckily for them, Davion's phone was connected to a safety app called Life 360, which allows friends and family of Davion to track where he is at all times.
I'm gonna show him that G2C came with a
This is when they were going down Progress Drive.
Niggas gone.
And then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those two rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. But I'm just confused on how the back of the sign was messed up. But she went right into that wall.
Appreciate you.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall.
And, guess
what?
Her
high speed.
I work in the morning. I work on the morning.
Yeah,
I work in the
90
morning.
miles per hour.
So it said it's a recording. Does that play? I mean, what does it mean? Or just screenshots?
It's just a tracker. Yeah, it's like my parents have me in a circle so they can see where I go, and it just follows you wherever you go.
And Davion had us in.
Yeah, you can send the screenshots right to the email, and I'll get them all to the detective.
Why the bitch went to Halloween dressed as a motherfucking devil?
The fact that they might have been on psychedelics.
That bitch is fucking insane.
Was the driver, and they said that she took a nap. But if you know psychedelics, that's like a 8 hours.
You don't take a nap from shrooms.
Yeah,
sleep from that motherfucker. Why she gassed it?
You can see the exact time they left the house.
That's mine. So you can just send that right there.
In addition to this information, the car's black box recorded the gas pedal was pressed down to its fullest extent while driving towards the building. Another one of Dominic's friends was connected to Life 360 and had a very clear opinion of what he thought this evidence could be interpreted as.
To me, right here, if you looked at the tracks, and you guys probably have pictures of them, it looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she heart broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history that they were fighting, I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
It could have just been like careless mistake. Like I don't think Kenzie, even if she was like had road rage, if she was arguing, I don't think her intention was to kill two people no matter what.
However, while this evidence is useful and certainly adds suspicion, it doesn't fully reveal Mackenzie's intentions leading up to the crash. Detectives are still uncertain whether or not this was truly an accident or if something much worse was in play. This is when police conduct a series of interviews with Dominic and Mackenzie's closest friends and family to see what their opinions are and if they have any any additional evidence to help the case. And they would find much more than they had anticipated.
You understand, you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. And so, how long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer.
I'm glad
I was
my son
only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months.
What?
And then me and Dom found out that she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings like with whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other and nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off.
Damn, Dom, yo, rest in peace, my nigga Dom, bro. See, I ain't gonna lie, Dom should have dubbed her once. She know both of us, bitch. Nah, Dom should have dubbed her, bro. But it is what it is. Like, it's hard to dub
stuff. So, and then we kind of just like stopped.
Like, it depends. Like, if you fucking, you're dope. But if it's like something else, then
so describe the relationship. What was she like as your girlfriend?
Like, I didn't really have much with her relationship wise because we didn't date that long. But like friend wise, like she was crazy. Like
she like mentally just not all there. I mean,
yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash.
Yes, I said the same thing.
Failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she's put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her. That she had like grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him. Is what she would tell everyone. It's like she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum. I know too, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time not lucky to have survived that because it's like she killed 2 people. If that was what she was trying to do, but it's like. I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
Next, police interview Angelo Russo, the older brother to Dominic. Angelo was one of the closest people to Dom and would give everything police need to know about Dominic and Mackenzie's relationship.
You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to... Word for word.
Oh, no, that shit.
What do you think happened?
That shit real?
I think,
yeah,
off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. It kept not, like, working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom, and if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known. You're going 94 miles an hour, you don't have a very fast car to begin with, you were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in, you'd slam on the brakes, but to my knowledge, she went straight into it. To me, it seems like they were in a fight. I think that she took it upon herself to purposely crash into that wall. I think that he must have been trying to talk her down the whole time. They swerved off to the right at the end. I think he might have grabbed the wheel towards the end of it, maybe trying to spin him or something. Who knows? She could have been bear hugging it. I don't know. They're hitting bumps too. They're going 90. He could have not, like, I don't know what's going through his head, you know?
As more friends and family speak to police, there's a picture building of a toxic relationship that could have ended several times over if it wasn't for Mackenzie's threatening behavior. Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police. On August 6th, only a week after the incident, police find themselves back at her doorstep after reports of a disturbance where Mackenzie's father makes a shocking confession.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th, if you recall. That's the day you guys were dispatched to
Mackenzie Shirilla room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out, and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and word for word what he said, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical, he was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because, she wanted to leave to go to the funerals.
Mackenzie got mad because she couldn't go to Dominic's funeral, even though she's made a shrine dedicated to Dominic, posts constantly on his Facebook memorial page, and wears his clothing. Her dad refuses to let her go. Regardless, with so much evidence against her, police come to the conclusion that this crash had to have been deliberate, and Mackenzie is about to find herself in handcuffs and on her way to the local jail.
Where's she?
Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
It is. It is. It is.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
That bitch is crazy.
Came right by that black mat.
What's your first name? Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off and all the jewelry and everything come off, okay?
Juvenile, baby.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
When her parents find out she's been arrested, they head straight for the station and immediately confront and fight with the officers.
But I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, look, all you do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. Unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
So the warrant was issued today, so we...
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
She can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands whatever, not to say anything to you guys. If you had to roll out the whole mask to pick up an 18-year-old girl who could hardly walk out of a hospital visit, it's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, and that's what we're doing today.
Then am I going to be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her about these.
Why doesn't she get a phone call? If you arrested her, why don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her. As soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call, she will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18. Well, and these guys are going to take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk and demand a lawyer is present. Mackenzie is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law. She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury, leaving her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was a lie, and the prosecution believes she crashed the car as an easy way out of the relationship. The judge agreed, and on August 14th, 2023, Mackenzie's fate was finally sealed.
This is the type of evidence you can never unsee.
Damn.
You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It's chilling and tragic. As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of two people, and there's nothing that will stop it.
Something wrong with it.
Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. Mackenzie alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. Mackenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In in the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022. Her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Deacon Flanagan. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate,
yo, the jury
intentional,
frying her right
and
now.
purposeful.
Yo, the
This
jury
was
is
not
frying her.
reckless. This was murder.
On August 14th, Mackenzie was found guilty on 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. She's facing 15 years to life and is currently being held in the Ohio Reformatory for Women. Her first opportunity for parole will come in October of 2037.
2037? That is crazy. What? That's 13 years from now. Oh, so she about this bitch about to be home.